e tabua e o si sambe mo rekan roka adoro mo kon tabua ando tele taka na waronga na Pula FM namba 2 e na sir
Bula nanga go ilimo ando tele taka na FM na go sa sector to na Pula FM
Bula o tsempo ni valu ngone ni kandabu me mo kisa o ba chiko na sinu ando tele taka bali na waronga na Pula FM na bantu na sir
o lorima na gagini suka lambasa to do tele taka na Bula FM namba 2 na sir
Bula FM namba 2 na sir.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. In this bulletin, Police Director Investigations ACP Henry Brown sent on leave pending investigations. Newest and biggest Fiji Airways aircraft arrives home. And more than 700 traffic infringements over the weekend. Chief of Investigations and Intelligence ACP Henry Brown has been sent on leave pending investigations. This has been confirmed by Acting Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sithiven Ngilio.
Speaking exclusively to FBC News, Gilio said he can't reveal the allegation, only mentioning that it's serious in nature.
Yes, I asked Henry Brown to go on leave. There was an allegation, a serious allegation that came up, which I needed to be investigated. So I've asked him to go on leave. He's currently on leave overseas at the moment, and he should come back to work on the 19th of January. I've just signed another leave application which is requested to extend his leave. So he's actually on leave. I wanted him to come back earlier, but he's requested this morning. I received his leave application.
Brigadier General Gilio says ACP Brown is a senior police officer and deserves fair treatment while the investigation continues, and revealing the allegation will be prejudicial. An independent investigation team has been set up.
It would be unfair for me to throw out in the public what he's being investigated for. That's something that is in-house, and all other organizations and institutions do that as well. And it's not something for public consumption. Unless he is proven, the allegations are proven to be true, then it might be okay to release that later on.
The acting commissioner adds that initiating the investigation does not mean ACP Brown is guilty, because the findings could also vindicate him of any wrongdoing. Brown is currently on extended leave overseas. He will return to work if cleared by the investigation team. Farzana Nisha, FBC News.
Fiji Airways' newest aircraft has arrived. The A330-300 named Island of Rotuma, welcomed at the Nandi International Airport, was brought home by President Major General Chiochi Konrote. Ali Kimbia has more.
This is Fiji Airways' biggest Airbus yet. The Island of Rotuma was welcomed by the people of Rotuma.
It has 289 seats in economy class, 40 more compared to the 200 series we have. It has 24 business class seats. There are many exciting improvements and upgrades in this new aircraft. In addition to our existing onboard features like life at beds in business class, personal in-flight entertainment screens, and complimentary meals.
President Major General Chiochi Konrote, who accompanied the Fiji Airways team on a 10-hour flight from Hong Kong, says the new aircraft will also bring good fortune for the economy.
This automatically translates to an increase in the number of passengers and an increase in hotel occupancy. It also means sustainability in the tourism industry, more profits, more employment opportunities, and happier Fijians.
For Fiji Airways, the arrival of this A330-300 marks another milestone achievement.
It's a very important addition to our fleet and enables us to do even better as an airline and bring even more tourists to the country. Very important and auspicious moment for us.
The naming of the aircraft has brought pride to the people of Rotuma.
We are so excited that we not much to say because we're too happy and too excited about it.
All the Rotuman people are proud. This puts our little island on the international scene.
Island Rotuma is truly blessed for having a new aircraft, especially for Rotuma, for its unique ways, and we're blessed as Rotumans.
The new aircraft does not only signifies the growth in aviation industry, but it will also have an impact in the tourism industry. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
We now join Ali Kimbia, who's standing by at the Nandi airport. Aliki, the new aircraft was met by smiling faces, but the economic benefits are also quite substantial.
Jackie, the arrival of the island of Rotuma, the new Airbus A330-300, does not only bring joy to the people of Rotuma, but to all Fijians. While welcoming the new aircraft, the President, Major General Chochi Konrote, stated that this is more than just the aircraft, as it is also a symbol of a nation punching above its weight regionally and also internationally. CEO of Fiji Airways, Andre Filion, has revealed to FBC News that this is the start of many more developments to come in 2016, including a Boeing 747 for next year. Jackie.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Thanks so much for that, Aliki. The arrival of the Airbus is all the more special for one man who flew it home on its maiden voyage. 32-year-old Andrew Konrote, the first officer on the flight, is the son of President Major General Chochi Konrote. Madhyam Bolaitamana caught up with the modest Andrew Konrote, who spoke of the humbling experience of flying his father over from Hong Kong.
It took a lot of prompting to get Andrew Konrote to even speak to us on camera. The first officer on the island of Rotuma has been with the A330-300 series all the way from Toulouse in France and picked up a special passenger in Hong Kong, his father, President of Fiji, Major General Chochi Konrote.
I think the word that I was looking for was blessing. I feel very blessed to have been part of this experience. We the Rotuman people are very fortunate and very blessed to have this aircraft called after our island home. It's been a long journey, it's been a good 2 weeks away from home.
First Officer Konrote says having his father on board was an experience of a lifetime because this aircraft has sentimental value for all Rotumans in Fiji and abroad.
How special has it been, Mr. President being your dad, anxious moment?
I think that would be correct. Yeah, it was pretty different, but it's probably an experience that I'll probably never have again. Having just the team inside the aircraft and.
He adds the arrival of the island of Rotuma will bolster service delivery for the airline, testament of the hard work put in by the people who run Fiji Airways.
From the ground people to the engineers to the administration and pilots and cabin crew, I think the airline has come a long way, just as the formalities, the speeches have been said. But it's been a blessing, Matthew. It really has been.
The island of Rotuma will be Fiji's flying billboard in new destinations like Singapore and San Francisco in the United States. Madhyam Bolaitamana, FBC News.
Divisional police commanders have been told to visit picnic spots around the country to remind people of the importance of taking heed of advice, especially with the current wet weather conditions. Eleanor Tarangai View reports the directive comes from the acting police commander, Brigadier General Sithiven Ngilio, with 3 more suspected drowning cases reported over the long weekend.
With the current drowning toll already standing at 35 compared to 47 for the same period last year, the Fiji police force is concerned that more cases are cropping up as people are not heeding advice.
I was out at sea for 3 hours on Saturday and I came back because the seas were a bit choppy. I was out between Nukulau and Makuluba and I was quite surprised that kids were out quite further out from the shore, from the Suba Point area and the picnic areas around Suba. It shows that the community are not taking heed of advice and parents and guardians are not looking after young ones.
On Christmas Day, a 5-year-old girl drowned while swimming with family here at the Nasese foreshore. Another man is believed to have drowned while trying to cross a flooded drain at Lodhala Beach Estate. And police are currently searching for the body of a 20-year-old man who is believed to have drowned in the Wainimbuka River yesterday.
I must reiterate, the police cannot be everywhere all the time. And it comes down to the community. We must work together as a community in ensuring the safety of everyone.
FBC News also took to the streets to ask the public on what they think will help stop drownings.
Whenever you send your child to the swimming, you send some adult people with them.
Parents should be more precautious of their kids during this time of the year.
They need to enroll their kids in swimming lessons.
When you're with kids and you're near water, you have to keep your eyes on them full time. You know?
Gilio has today advised his senior officers and the divisional police commanders to make continuous rounds to picnic spots and advise the public on the need to take extra precaution. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
Coming up after the break, Fiji National University Acting Vice Chancellor Professor Ian Rouse leaving FNU.
And I love Mirchi FM.
Hi, my name is Sonny from Canberra. I love listening Mirchi FM online.
मैं हूँ उर्मिला देवी आसियासी तावा से जितेन शांडिल को और अश्निल को तावा में लॉक कर दिया जाए.
हम लोग यहाँ से कतो में Mirchi FM सुनता है. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Shelly in Tanga Nursery. Mirchi music simply bindas in nursery.
मैं अशफाक वालिद हुसैन Mirchi FM मेरे नस नस में.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. This is FB News. 730 traffic infringement cases were recorded over the weekend in a joint operation conducted by the Land Transport Authority and police to ensure road safety.
Director Traffic SSP Mahesh Mishra says majority of traffic tickets were for speeding and 11 drivers were charged for being under the influence of alcohol.
730 cases of traffic infringement. That is non-compliance of seatbelt, careless driving, driving without driving license, and other offences that we encountered during operations. And we had 11 arrests that was made in the weekend, and that 11 arrests is all about drink and drive.
331 people were booked for speeding, 5 for careless driving, 28 drivers were booked for overloading the passengers, and 21 drivers and passengers were booked for not wearing their seat belts. 345 other offences were recorded, which included driving without a license, having a defective vehicle and illegal operation.
Whilst you are driving, you must know that you have to respect and you have to obey all road rules. Reason being that every person that is being issued with a driving license, there is a law governing the driving license.
Mishra says they will continue with the joint operation until 15 January to protect those on the roads and reduce the accident and injury toll. Shriti Prasad, FBC News.
Acting Vice Chancellor of the Fiji National University, Professor Ian Rouse, is leaving FNU in 2 days as his contract expires. He joined the Fiji School of Medicine as the Dean in March 2009 and became Acting Vice Chancellor of FNU from December 2014. Chair of the FNU Council, Iqbal Janif, says Professor Rouse was an active member of the senior management group and made some positive changes during his term as Dean and Acting VC. Professor Rouse's substantive position of Dean of the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences will be advertised next month. And tonight's look back at the year that was, Ritika Pratap covers some stories that made the headlines from April to June.
The death of 18-year-old Navneeta Devi of Lotoka made headlines in April. She died of self-inflicted wounds after a teacher allegedly took away her mobile phone and read her personal text messages. This prompted the Education Ministry to draft an information and communications technology policy to govern the use of mobiles and other electronic devices in schools. The school teacher was later cleared of all allegations. The murder of journalist Losana McGowan saddened the media industry. She was allegedly murdered by her 28-year-old partner, Usaya Kilaverata, after an argument. His case will be heard next year. Former Vice-Chancellor of the Fiji National University, Ganeshan, appeared in court charged with 1 count of abuse of office. His case continues. The government also formalized Fiji's inclusion in the Australian Seasonal Workers Program in April, while the Health Ministry recorded our first case of chikungunya. Entries for the National Flag Design Competition closed on May 1st, with 23 designs chosen by the National Flag Committee. However, the government later extended the deadline to 31st December and now to February next year. The multi-million-dollar scam surrounding the upgrade of the Nosori Highland Road was exposed in May, with all accused brought to court. The case involved businessman Firoz Jan Mohammed, former civil servant Ilyesa Turangadati, Navitalai Tamanitau Kula. The four were convicted by the Suva High Court and sentenced accordingly. The Minister for Infrastructure and Transport Pio Tikunduandua resigned in mid-May due to health issues, and his portfolio was handed to local government minister Parveen Kumar. An accident that caused substantial damage to a new Fiji Airways A330 aircraft disrupted international flights for almost 2 weeks. Another issue that made headlines for weeks was slurs used against the Speaker, Dr. Chico Luveni, Baratunengama Lalambalavu, at a constituency meeting in Nasinu. He was consequently referred to the Privileges Committee and suspended from Parliament for 2 years. Prime Minister Worenge Baini Marama was appointed the chairman of the 71st session of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. A joint report to be presented to the ILO governing body in Geneva by the government, the Fiji Commerce and Employers Federation and the Fiji Trade Union Congress was in limbo. FTUC General Secretary Felix Anthony reported on social media that they have filed a separate report with their concerns on the lack of good faith. In March, the Fiji Trade Union Congress, government and the Fiji Commerce and Employers Federation signed a tripartite agreement. Fiji Television Limited was granted a 12-year license by the government after working with 6-month extensions since 2011. That was the look back for today. Join me again for the next quarter review tomorrow. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Sports is up next. Here's Jamie with the latest.
Thank you, Jackie, and good evening. Coming up in sports. Under 17 football rep attributes her success to parental support. And we take a look back at some of the sporting highlights from the second quarter of the year. We'll have this and more after the break.
Bula, I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Seven players from Ba have made it into the final 25-member Vodafone Fiji Under-17 side that was named today. Coach Celine Lal has also included 5 players from Lambasa, 3 players each from Lautoka, Navu and Rewa, while a player each from Suva, Senganga, Nandraga and Raki Raki have made the final cut. The team moves into camp on the 14th of next month. The side will compete at the Oceania Football Confederation qualifiers in February next year. 15-year-old Aliza Hussein has commended her parents' support towards her preparation for the upcoming Under-17 Women's Oceania Football Championships qualifiers next month. Hussein says it was through their encouragement that she managed to make the cut for the national squad. The Year 10 student of Camille Muslim College has previously represented Ba at the Women's Inter-District Championships.
My parents, they really support me in everything I do. During my studies, balancing my studies with sports was really tough, but they helped me manage it. They really supported me.
The OFC Under-17 Women's Championships will be held in the Cook Islands from the 13th to the 23rd of January. In the English Premier League football competition today, Stoke City defeated Everton 4-3. And in other results, Arsenal defeated Bournemouth 2-0 to move to the top of the EPL points table. Meanwhile, at 8:30 tomorrow morning, Leicester City plays Manchester City. You can watch that match live on FBC TV. And finally, tonight, a look back at sports in 2015. The second quarter was a busy time. Rohit Deo takes us through the highlights.
April saw Fiji host the entire Oceania Football Confederation Champions League tournament at the ANZ Stadium in Suva and at Ba's Govin Park. Suva and Ba represented Fiji at the meet, with Ba losing 2-0 to New Zealand's Team Wellington in the semi-final, while Suva bowed out in the pool stages. Auckland City defeated Team Wellington in the final and won the chance to represent Oceania at the FIFA Club World Cup later in the year. The Coke Games also took place in April. It was the West teams which dominated. Jasper Williams took out the girls' division title, while Natambua High School won the boys' title. May was one of the busiest in the year. Fiji won the Glasgow Sevens title and the World Seven Series after a lapse of 9 years. A huge welcome awaited the side as it arrived at the Nandi airport. The boys were also given a grand reception from Nandi to Suva, where thousands gathered to support the team at Albert Park. The Fiji Fact football tournament took place in May at Nandi's Prince Charles Park. Northerners Lambasa took out the first major title of the year, defeating Rewa 2-0 in the final. June saw the Fiji Under-20 football side take part at the FIFA World Cup in New Zealand. Going down to Germany 8-1 in the first match, Fiji later created one of the biggest upsets of the tournament, defeating Honduras 3-0. The Frank Farina coach side lost its last pool match to Serbia by 3-0. The Wellington Phoenix football team also toured Fiji in June, with 2 matches against the Fiji national team. Phoenix won the first match 2-1 in Suva, while the teams played to a 2-all draw in Ba. And that wrapped up sports for the first half of the year. Join us again tomorrow as we look at the third quarter of the year. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
And that was it from sports tonight. It's back to Jackie now with business.
The Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's Today FM 3112 Street Party is shaping up to be bigger and better than previous years. The portion of road from the Monikau Police Station through to the Pacific Seminary in Nasese Suva will be closed off on the night. Live performances from local artists and dance groups will lead up to the big moment when everyone counts down to the new year. FBC events organizer Serafina Wedlock says they're working on a permit for a huge fireworks display at the stroke of midnight.
We've also got a great lineup planned for the event. We'll be starting at 7. Official program will start at 7, but of course we'll expect people there around 6 p.m. So we'll have DJ with the music rounding off from 6 p.m. and we'll have our MCs. Now, as always, we've got MCs from the 6 different radio stations. We're expecting it, but the dominant or the majority of the MCs will be from Today FM.
The FBC annual street party is an alcohol-free event. Once again, it was a day of scattered showers in the eastern part of Fiji, especially in Suva and Savu, and there was fine weather in the west. Looking at temperatures, relatively cool for the season, with Ba and Lambasa hitting the high of 32, Savu and Suva were coolest at 29. Expect tomorrow to be pretty much a repeat of today, scattered showers in the eastern areas and generally clear in the west. And the further outlook is for Thursday, much the same conditions forecast, at sea 15 to 20 knots and moderate to rough seas. And recapping tonight's main stories again, ACP Henry Brown sent on leave pending investigation. Fiji Airways' newest aircraft arrives home, and more than 700 people booked for traffic offences over the Christmas long weekend. Results from last week's poll question, we had asked, do we have the right caliber of permanent secretaries? 62% answered no. This week we are asking, was 2015 a successful year for Fiji? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. Bye for now.
Hi, my name's Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Maltoka and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Shelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky Rocky and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.